$25. It's the price of a couple of coffees, a quick lunch, or a subscription you forgot to cancel. You toss it away every single week without blinking. But what if I told you that treating $25 like spare change is exactly why 99% of people will die trapped in the rat race? We've been programmed to ignore the small leaks in our wallets, waiting for that one massive paycheck to finally make us rich. It's a lie. In this video, we are going to expose how the financial system is quietly draining your life force and how a boring $25 weekly habit is the ultimate escape blueprint to building a portfolio worth over $500,000. You were probably taught the standard formula for success. Work harder, put in more hours, get a promotion, and eventually, you'll be wealthy. You've been playing a linear game. But the system isn't linear. It's a rigged casino. And the house always wins. Your paycheck is currently losing a silent, invisible war. It's called inflation. And it's not some abstract economic theory. It's the thief sitting in your passenger seat at the gas pump. It's the predator waiting for you at the grocery checkout and hiding inside your medical bills. Even when things feel stable, prices are climbing. Average wages might creep up 3 or 4% a year, but the essential cost of keeping yourself alive, housing, food, transportation, is climbing much faster. You are sprinting on a treadmill that someone else is speeding up. You aren't struggling because you are lazy. You are struggling because financial exhaustion isn't a bug in the system. It is a carefully designed feature. When you are financially exhausted, you don't build wealth. You just consume. So, what do most people do when they realize the treadmill is speeding up? They panic and they hoard cash. They leave their money sitting in a bank account thinking it's safe. But holding cash in a high-interest and inflationary economy is like holding a block of ice in your bare hands and watching it melt through your fingers. Every single day you leave your money in cash, its purchasing power evaporates. Not investing isn't playing it safe. It is choosing a guaranteed loss. Now, the math is so obvious. Why do so many people quit investing after a month? It's a flaw in your human psychology. Your brain is wired for immediate, linear rewards. You work 40 hours, you get paid for 40 hours. But wealth creation doesn't care about your 40 hours. It operates on exponential growth. Imagine you actually start investing just 10 or 25 bucks a week. After a whole year of extreme discipline, you've put in about $520. With an average 10% market return, you make a whopping $52 in profit. Your brain looks at that and screams, "Are you kidding me?" A whole year of sacrificing for 50 bucks. Doubt creeps in. You feel stupid. So, you pull the money out and buy something useless to numb the disappointment. That right there is the trap. You didn't fail because the math was wrong. You failed because you couldn't survive the boring phase. Compounding is a snowball. In the first few years, pushing that snowball up the hill is exhausting, and it barely gets any bigger. But once it crests the hill and starts rolling down, it picks up mass on its own. You don't need to be a Wall Street insider to build that snowball. You don't need to day trade penny stocks, read financial reports at 3 in the morning, or predict the next global crisis. You need a shield, a machine that does the heavy lifting for you. Enter the broad market index fund. When you buy a fund that tracks the entire market, you aren't trying to find the needle in the haystack. You are just buying the whole haystack. If one company goes bankrupt, you don't even feel it. The others keep growing. And the best part, it pays you just for owning it. Companies that constantly raise their dividends create an infinite loop of wealth. Those dividends buy you more shares, and those new shares pay you even more dividends. When the market crashes and the news tells you the world is ending, you don't panic, because your $25 is now buying premium assets at a massive discount. You aren't predicting the market. You are simply absorbing it. Think back to the last time you actually tried to beat the system. Maybe you managed to scrape together some savings. You opened an app, watched a few flashy videos, and bought the exact stock everyone on the internet was hyping up. For a week, you felt like a genius. You checked the chart every single hour. But then the market turned. The red numbers flashed, the panic set in, and you sold at the exact bottom just to make the anxiety stop. You walked away feeling foolish, promising yourself you'd never gamble with your money again. Or maybe your trap was different. Maybe you just put your head down and played by the traditional rules. You took the extra shifts. You answered corporate emails at 9 at night. You sacrificed your health and your weekends for a promotion and a 5% raise. But the moment that raise finally hit your bank account, you rewarded yourself for the burnout. You leased a slightly better car. You upgraded your phone. You moved into a slightly nicer apartment. Now, you are making significantly more money than you did 5 years ago. But somehow, your bank account is exactly the same. You are exhausted. You look at your screen at the end of the month and wonder, where did it all go? Why am I working this hard just to stand still? Take a deep breath and listen to me very carefully. Stop blaming yourself. Your financial anxiety is not a personal failure. It is the mathematical result of playing a game you were never taught the rules to. You were put through over a decade of schooling that taught you how to memorize historical dates and follow instructions, but conveniently left out how money is created, taxed, and multiplied. That wasn't an accident. The modern economy doesn't run on financially independent individuals. Runs on stressed, tired workers who desperately need their next paycheck to pay off the debt they used to buy things they didn't need. The system is perfectly designed to keep you renting your life. Renting your house, renting your car, and renting out your time until you die. But the second you start buying assets, even with just $25 a week, the dynamic fractures. You stop being a pawn on the board, and you start owning pieces of the board itself. You don't have to adopt the toxic hustle culture. You don't need to sleep 3 hours a night, start 6 side hustles, and burn yourself to the ground just to be wealthy. That is just another lie sold by internet gurus to keep you exhausted and feeling inadequate. Real wealth creation is astonishingly boring. It is the quiet dignity of a small, automated habit. It is setting up a $25 weekly transfer and then going outside to live your actual life. While you are sleeping, while you are eating, while you are spending time with your family, that money is sitting in the most powerful companies in the world, compounding and working for you. You are simply trading a fraction of a Friday night out for the ultimate luxury. The right to own your own time. You have a choice right now. You can click away, go back to scrolling, and wake up tomorrow morning on the exact same treadmill, running just to survive the week. Or you can decide that today is the day you stop playing a rigged game. I don't make these videos for people looking for a quick lottery ticket. There are plenty of other places on the internet for that. I make these videos for the small percentage of people who are ready to wake up, decode the matrix, and quietly build their escape route. If you are one of those people, hit subscribe. Welcome to the right side of the system.